and it's always an honor and pleasure to welcome White Eagle here with us. White Eagle is a being of light, living the human experience, and whose mission of life is to help others in this period of the awakening consciousness. He is a Peruvian natural-born healer, teacher, spiritual guide, and shamanic practitioner who has been in the spiritual path for more than 30 years. He currently resides in Lake Matthews, California, where he is creating a community healing center dedicated to raise the vibration of our planet. My honor and pleasure, as always, to welcome White Eagle.
Buenos días.
Morning.
Good morning. ¿Cómo les va? How are you guys doing? It is a windy day. And the windy days take us away from our center. Why? Because we are always looking to be warm, no wind. And the wind always tries to teach us something different. Whenever you get out from your center, you're learning something. It is nice to be cold. Once in a while, try to enjoy that. It is nice to once in a while take a cold shower. If you are always at your comfort zone, you're going to suffer. If you're always sleeping with your heater on and during the summer you put your air conditioning, remember that our ancestors, they didn't have air conditioning. They didn't have refrigerators. They didn't have heaters. They survived all of that. And remember, the wind is not going to kill you. It is not. Taking a cold shower is actually very good for your health. Try that once in a while. 2 weeks ago, I went to the ocean. And I said, I'm going to go into the water. When my feet stepped into the water, it was freezing. Most people will run away. I said, I'm not. And I got into the water. And believe me, the first minute was hell. After the time went by, my body got used to it. And I began to talk to the water and I say, please, help me clean my physical body, my mental body, and my emotional body. And I stayed there for 10 minutes. And my body got used to it. But what happened after I got out of it and I sat down, I couldn't stop shaking. My whole body was shaking. But after some time, peace began to come back to me. So do that once in a while, believe me. The cold is not going to kill you. Actually, it helps you bring your immune system. I'm not telling you to be in the cold for 10 hours, just for as long as you can take it, and then just cover yourself. La canción de hoy día fue La Belleza de la Tierra. When we were listening to a song, it was the beauty of the earth. La Madre Tierra, the Pachamama, the Mother Earth, is a living being. It's alive. It's not dead, it is alive. And just like us, it has a heart. And some of the teachers says that the heart of the mother is a star. It's a center. We are are part of the Pachamama. This physical body that you have is made up of the four elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Someday this physical body, it is going to go down to the earth. It is going to stay here. This physical body was made out of the Mother Earth. But there is also something that is divine that is not of the earth, and that is your soul. The day that you and I will close our eyes and we will not open, part of us is going to the Father sky, and part of us is going to the Mother. Know that we are multidimensional. This physical body is made to be alive right here. If you take the physical body and you go to the moon, it's not going to work. But your soul can travel. Your soul needs this physical body to live the human experience. Tu cuerpo necesita el alma. El alma necesita este cuerpo para vivir la experiencia humana. El alma no sabe lo que es sufrimiento, dolor, pena, odio, rencor. So your soul doesn't know what it means to suffer, to get cold, to feel angry, to feel pleasure. That is the reason why your soul gets inside your physical body, to feel all that. Your true essence is the divine light that is within you. That is your true essence. It will never die. I believe in reincarnation. I know many of you probably don't, but I do believe in reincarnation. I believe that I will never die, because the I that I'm talking about is the divine. This physical body, like anything else that has a shape and a form, is going to die someday. Your cell phone, it is going to die one day. Everything that you see right here is going to disappear one day. The only thing that is going to survive is the divine that is within you. That will never die. That's when I said I am divine, I'm not talking about this physical body. This physical body is also divine. But the divine within me, the divine that is living the human experience, is never going to die. The physical body that you have is made out of the four elements. So when we die, it's just going to go back to the earth. It's not dying, it's just going back to the source. That's what is going to happen. And when we reincarnate again, we are going to use the same material to build another body. It's just a transformation. The earth is beauty. The earth is beautiful. Yes, it is. But what happened is that we have disconnected from the earth. We have disconnected from the earth. If you were connected to the earth, we will be walking naked. Our ancestors, when I go to the jungle, there are still people that walk naked. They still walk naked. We are used to the comfort. When we watch TV, all they tell us what to eat, how to dress, whatever you need to wear. I remember when I was growing up, I come from a very poor family. We didn't have hot water. We didn't have toilet paper. We didn't have a toothbrush or toothpaste. I remember my shoes will last like about a week. Why? Because I used to play soccer on the streets. And after a week, the sole of my shoe was gone. So what happened? What did I used to do? Put a cardboard in there so that I could walk. I grew up without comfort. I didn't know what was a refrigerator until I was 18. My mother used to go and buy everything fresh, no refrigerator. We need to connect to the mother. We need to connect to the earth. When you sing that song, Earth is Beautiful, why is it that we cannot connect to something that is beautiful? Why is it that we cannot love the mother and take care of it? Why is it that we cannot connect to nature? Why is it that you cannot talk to the trees? The trees don't talk English, Spanish, or Chinese. You have to connect to the vibration of the tree to be able to talk to the tree. What means you have to be at the vibration of the tree. The tree doesn't feel anger. Every time you cut the branch of the tree doesn't hate you. The tree is, in a sense, is pure. So it's vibrating higher than we are. So for us to be able to talk to a tree, we need to raise our vibration, and then you will start the conversation with the tree. It is the same with the water. The water vibrates higher than we do. And if you want to talk to the water, you need to raise your vibration. And how do you raise your vibration? Practicing love. Once you begin to practice love and you begin to accept everybody like it is, then your vibration is going to rise. And then you are going to be able to see the invisible. You are going to be able to see that. You are going to be able to talk to the birds, to the water, to the mountains, to the trees, to the plants, to the cucarachas. You are going to be able to communicate. It's the practice of love. Many of you have taken Reiki. Reiki is about love. And if you don't practice love, you are not going to be a Reiki practitioner. If you really want to be a Reiki practitioner, you have to practice love. There are many Reiki practitioners that they don't do that. Why? Because when they take the class, the teacher doesn't put emphasis on that. If you want to be a Reiki practitioner, your life has to change. Because if you want to channel the Reiki that comes from above, the divine Reiki, this physical body has to be vibrating at the same vibration of the Reiki light. Otherwise, there is no connection. Love is going to change humanity. Fear is going to destroy humanity. When you watch TV, everything that comes from the news is just killing, bad news. They never tell you good news. They always just put fear on you. Why? Because you don't want to be stable. They don't want us to be in the state of love. Why? Because if everybody will be on the state of love, all the politicians will go down. The governments will go down. So each of you as an individual has the duty to change your vibration, to stop being afraid, to eat properly. When you eat meat, you eat dead energy. When you eat a plant, you eat live energy, energy that is still vibrating. I'm not here to tell you be a vegetarian now. What I'm telling you is be conscious of what you are going to put on your right here, on your mouth. Whenever you go out and buy, take a look at the label of whatever you're buying. Everything that is labeled is processed. Everything that has a label is processed. And what is it that you see in every label? Sugar. Everything has sugar. Even a banana cake that I love, when I see it, it has sugar. Why to put sugar on a banana cake when the banana is sweet? Why? Because sugar is a business. A lot of millionaires, the ones that are in control of the food industry, they are making money out of sugar. It's sugar that is killing this physical body. It's sugar that doesn't allow this physical body to vibrate the way it is supposed to. So be conscious. Next time when you buy meat, and the meat is on sale, half a price, take a look at the label and say, when this expires? When is this meat going to really get spoiled? They put the meat on a special when next day is really going to go back and they cannot sell it. That meat has been there for maybe a couple of months or maybe a month. Be conscious of what you are putting right here in your mouth. Be conscious. Fat doesn't kill you. Fat does not kill you. Sugar and processed food is what is going to kill you. Educate yourself. Go and listen to YouTube. Believe me, right now a lot of doctors are beginning to talk about what is it that is really killing you. Some of the oils, they are no good. If you want to use oils, use olive oil, avocado oil. Take 1 spoon of olive oil every day and see what is going to happen to you. All the seeds, all the oils that are made out of seeds, just pay attention to that. That's why when you go in McDonald's and eat the hamburgers there, do you think they are going to buy a special olive oil or avocado oil to do your French fries? Mm-hmm. No, you will get the worst. The cheapest, the worst. Because why they want to make money out of you? The Father's sky is beautiful. We come from the Father right there. The day that we got this divine within you is going to go back home. That is home for us. Every single day, you are getting a divine light that comes from above. But since we are disconnected to the sky, we don't feel it. We don't. Why? Because we are not connected. How many of you wake up in the morning and says, Father Sky, good morning, buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? None of us do that. When we wake up, all that we do is, the first thing we do is we grab our cell phone. And we stay hooked to the cell phone. Once in a while, get up, especially get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, take off your shoes, and just walk outside and say good morning. Good morning to the Father, good morning to the Mother, good morning to everything that surrounds you. Right now, the sun is behaving in a very, very unusual way. Right now, the vibration of the earth is really so different. So what is happening? There is a change going on the Mother. There is a change going up there. The Father Son is sending us energy that will be able to wake us up. But if you are not connected to the sun, if you put a lot of stuff on your face and your body because you don't want to get burned, but you don't understand that all those chemicals that you are putting on your face and your body are killing you. And I'm not telling you go out and be outside under the sun, the 24 hours a day. No, you have to be. Morning sun is the best sun, and evening sun, it is the best. We need sun to be alive. There are people that just live from the energy of the sun. Don't put stuff on your physical body to protect yourself. The best way to protect yourself is to talk to the Father and say, Father, I know I need your light. Allow me to get it from you. It's make a connection between you and the Father Sky and you and the Father Son. The indigenous people, they knew that. Do you ever see an indigenous people putting stuff on their face? They don't. So, I only have 30 minutes, so I have to watch. So we need to connect. We need to reconnect. But what is it that we need to reconnect to? To the divine. To the divine. It is nice to sing a song and say, the earth is beautiful, but do you practice that while you're singing? Practice that. Connect to the earth. Nature. Okay, nature. Believe it or not, still have 10 more minutes. So, nature is what is going to heal you. Before I used to live in an apartment. There was no space between my house or my apartment and the next apartment. There was no space. It's like a cemetery. That's the way that I see it. You know, if you live in a complex of apartments, it's just a cemetery. I moved out of that and I went to Lake Matthews and I bought myself a piece of property that has 3 acres. Now when I go there and when I wake up in the morning, I can hear the birds singing. I can feel the energy of the trees, of the plants and the animals that live in that area. I can feel the energy of the mountains that are behind me. So whenever I get depressed, I go outside and I sit there and I talk to nature. Whenever I feel depressed, I wake up and I go hiking to the mountains. I don't find anything there but coyotes. That's all I find. I don't find shopping centers, bars, nothing, no Wi-Fi, nothing. I'm just there between, it's me and nature. If you feel depressed, don't stay home. Remember, you create the energy of your home. You and the people that come to visit you create the energy of your home. Your energy, your physical body is vibrating according to what you are thinking and what your emotions. My physical body and the physical body of Maria are vibrating in a different way. That's why sometimes when you go and you see a person, you go this because you feel the energy of that person. Okay? And then you kind of reject that energy. There are sometimes when you walk and you meet a person and you want to hug that person. And you don't want to let him go. We are vibrating according to what are you thinking? What are your emotions? The energy that you emanate is going to affect your house. That's why if you are depressed and you stay inside your house, you are not going to get well. You need to get out of your house. You need to get out and go to the ocean or go to the park and sit under the tree. Why? Because a tree is vibrating from the heart. And if you sit under a tree, you're going to feel the energy of the trees. And the way the energy flows is from the bigger to the less. And if you are in a place where there is a lot of love, that energy is going to come to you. And it's going to help you make yourself at peace. If you're inside the house and you live with your son, your husband, and the people that live with you are not vibrating from the heart, it's not going to help. Buy yourself a cat. Get yourself a dog. Right now I have in my house 7 dogs and 2 cats. And they come from the heart. If you see a dog, they come to you no matter what you do to them. If you see a cat, they come to you no matter what you do to them. They vibrate different than we are. So if you buy yourself a dog, it is going to help you. Especially the cat. The cats are very, 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 very good for you. Right now, when there are so many cats and dogs that are out for adoption. But if you get a dog and a cat, love that animal. Also give that animal love. So nature is the answer to any disease. The indigenous people said, if you ever get sick and you're in nature, there is something around you that is going to heal you. But right now, during those days, there was open space. There were trees and plants every place. Nowadays, like I said, we live in a cemetery. There are no more plants around us. There's a few of us that, have the luck that, that we have trees and we have animals next to you. Connect. There are 3 places that you need to connect. To the mother. And how do you connect to the mother? Take off your shoes. You see right now, you see me walking without shoes. Why? Because I don't need shoes right now. I only put shoes when I need to protect my feet. But whenever I'm doing ceremony, I take off my shoes. I connect to the mother. Connect to the mother. Go and get into the water. Go and get into a lake, into a river. Go and hug a tree. I play soccer, and whenever there is half time, I go and I hug a tree. And I ask the tree to give me strength to end the game. And a lot of people laugh at me. He says, oh, the guy, he's crazy, he's talking to the tree. That's okay. Okay, but that craziness is what is keeping me alive. Okay? So the same, if you go into the water, connect to the water. Connect to it. To the Father Sky, connect to the Father Sky. The evenings, when you go there in the evenings, okay? When you go, I have 4 more minutes. When you go there in the evening, when you go out in the evenings, what do you see? You look up and sometimes you will see clouds. But there are some times when the sky is blue. Talk to the stars. Talk to the grandmother. You know who is the grandmother? Who is the grandmother? The moon. The moon is la abuela, es la luna, is the mamaquilla. You know that the moon doesn't have a light. The moon reflects the light of the sun. The energy of the sun, the Father Sun, is masculine. Energy is masculine. The energy of the grandmother moon is feminine. That is the one that is shining on us every night. While you sleep, the grandmother moon is the one that is working with you. During the day you have the Father Sun, but at night you have the grandmother moon. And if you are a sign that is water, be careful when there is a full moon. The moon affects the water, and we are water. So every time, okay, that you are feeling emotional, just be careful of the grandmother moon. Not be careful, but know that the grandmother is sending you energy that is shaking you up. Whenever you look upstairs and you look at the stars, remember that you are one of them. Before I leave, I'm going to, after this, whatever.
Worship service. Worship service.
There's going to be a healing circle. Okay? There's going to be a healing circle. If you have time, stay. And if you don't have money, that's okay.